precepts, of course, give honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Right? Yahweh being the true name of the Lord, who the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the true name who the world calls Jesus Christ, who is the elected Savior of the nation of Israel. Right? And so we're coming back at you with these precepts, like I stated previously, right? And we're just going to go off the Spirit. Right? You don't gotta really come up with a lesson. You don't really gotta come out and write down, just go off the Spirit, whatever the Most High God gives you. Because what did Yahweh Shai tell the apostles, his disciples? What did he tell them when they went out in the highways and the byways? Let's just bring it out. Okay? Alright, let's just bring it out. It's the book of Matthew. Right? It's the book of Matthew, chapter Salakia. Chapter 10, and verse Salakia. It's like, bear with me, Israel. Verse 19, and it reads, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Right? So you don't have to always come out well rehearsed. The Most High God, hey, sometimes you go off the Spirit. He's going to give you the Spirit and understanding on what you're going to speak and say, man. You don't have to always come out with a lesson plan, right? Sometimes you go off the Spirit, and your Spirit leads you to a mighty lesson, right? Because then you start thinking of more precepts. The more scriptures get to thrown, then your spirits get more on fire. Then you start thinking of more things to talk about. That's what Yahweh Shai saying, man. We out here to give the truth. Right, the Israelites, the so-called black, Spanish, and Native Indians, we're out here to proclaim the truth, profess the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and to give the true gospel. Right, the true gospel is that the so-called black, Spanish, and Native Indians are the Israelites, God's chosen people, and that salvation is for us. Right, we're going to be saved. It's 12 gates in the kingdom of heaven. It's not 18 gates for the whole 18 nations. No, man, that's not biblical. The other nations, they're going into slavery, and the so-called black, Spanish, Native Indians, the Israelites, they're going to be in rulership in heaven, right? They're going to be the ones on top. They're going to be the ones who with the authority and the power and the might in that day, okay? And I'm not just saying this on my own will. This is in the Bible, okay? So let's go right to it. Let's go right to the Bible. And then you Christians out there, you scoff against the Bible, and you want to say, oh, that's Old Testament. We'll go to the New Testament. Well, we're going to prove it through the New Testament, man. We're going to prove it through the New Testament. First, I'm going to go to Revelation, okay? It's the book of Revelations. It's like it. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22. No, Salaki, not 22. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse 12. And it reads, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Right? That's nowhere it says the other nations. You don't see the Edomite, the white man is not in there. The Asian man is not in there. The Moabite, right? The Ammonite, the Japanese man not in there. The Arab, the Ishmaelites not in there. The East Indian, the Elamite is not in there. Right? The Samoan, the Japhites, they're not in there, man. It's talking about the Israelites, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Right? Now, those other nations I named, they're going to be in there, but they're not going to play the role of being on top, being equal, being judges, being gods. No, they're going to play the peasants, man. They're going to play the peasants. Because when we walk through the city, the Israelite man, when we walk through the city, their head's going to go down, man. Because they understand that this is God's chosen people. And we had dealt with them the way we ever wanted to deal with them. They're going to be full of shame, right? What did it say when Christ come back? Those Romans who are on this earth today, these Edomites, they're going to see him come back, man. Right? Let's bring that out in Revelations. Right? It's the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 7. And it reads, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kingdoms of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Right? All the nations, they're going to see Yahweh Shai come back, including those Romans who have pierced him on the cross. Right? They're going to see Christ return. They're going to see Yahweh Shai make his marvelous return. Right? And they're going to be amazed right? They're going to be amazed and they're going to be scared because they know that Yahushua, he's coming back as a conqueror. He came as a lamb the first time. Now he's coming back as the Lion of Judah, right? And what do lions do? Lions conquer. They're alphas, right? And so that's what Yahushua is coming back as. He's not coming back to be a friend. He's not coming back to have cookies and candy and lollipops. He's not coming back for that. No, he's coming back to conquer and to bring his people to the true promised land over in Israel. He's going to get those rat bastards out of there, the fake Jews. He's going to get them out of there, and he's going to put the real Jews, right, and the rest of the tribes in there, man. And that's prophecy, okay? Let's bring that out in Isaiah the 14th chapter. With the elder in the one west of Ariel, that's prophecy, right? This is prophecy, man. Prophecy that's going to be fulfilled. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, right? And the strangers, that's not talking about the outcasts of Israel. No, that's talking about natural-born heathen Gentile strangers who were never part of the covenant, who were never born into the inheritance, right? They don't come from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? This is talking about the other nations, right? He said they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. I mean, they're going to cleave to Israel. All the Israelites, they're going to cleave to you. Even the bottom low of us, they're going to cleave to them because you're an Israelite. All right? Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors, right? And that's what we're going to do. Who's our oppressors? The so-called white man, the African man, and the Ishmaelite, the Arab man, right? They're going to be our slaves in that day, okay? We're their slaves. They're our oppressors. Now we're going to be oppressing them, right? The tide's going to change, man. The table's going to turn. The Most High God is about to bring judgment to these nations, man. But first, he's going to clean Israel up first. Because a lot of you Israelites are wicked and need to be destroyed too, right? Southern kingdom and northern kingdom, male and female. The Most High God, he's got a judgment coming for you. Whether you want to get down and submit to the Most High's righteousness, whether you want to get down and submit to the righteousness for you sisters, get down and submit to the righteousness of your husband. Like, look, the Most High got a blessing for you. But if you don't do those things, the Most High God said this. Let's go in the book of Ezekiel, right? And then from Ezekiel, we're going to go to Jeremiah. Okay, this is the book of Ezekiel, right? Chapter 9. So I went too far. Chapter 9 and verse 4, and it reads, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, right? So go through Jerusalem, go through the house of Israel, right? You Israelites out here scattered across the four corners of this earth in the land of the captivities, right? And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? And you Israelites, are you really sighing and crying for the wickedness that's done? Are you tired of being on low? Or are you content with things that are going on? Are you content with a rebellious woman? Are you content with dealing with non-virgin women? Are you content with being at the bottom? Are you content with eating defiled food, unhealthy food, right? Are you content with not having your own 2 feet to stand on? You got to go to your oppressor for the want of all things. Are you content with that, right? Okay. And to the others he said, in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, and let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. And the Most High said, if you're not crying for the wickedness that's done here, when you're tired of paying the Esau his taxes, when you're tired of being subject to Esau and all his folly and madness and rules and laws, if you're not tired of this wicked place called Babylon, called America, and look, the Most High said this, I'm going to read it again. Go ye after him through the city and smite. And smite means to kill, right? Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity, right? So don't even spare them. Don't have pity on them. If they're a little child, who you tell them don't be a homosexual, and they can or like don't be a homosexual, right? Because you got to say homosexual, they'll take the video down, right? If the child still wants to rebel and do that, Most High God said kill his ass, man. Kill his ass and don't have no mercy. Don't say, oh, well, he didn't know no better. Hey, look, the Most High God's not dealing with that. Are you gonna listen to your own emotions, or are you gonna listen to the Most High God in that day? Right? The Most High God. Hey, look, didn't he allow those two she-bears to tear them children up for mocking his prophet Elisha? Right? Verse 6. Slay utterly old and young both maids, right? So old women and young women. Most High God says, slay them, kill them, right? And little children and women, right? So little children, right? So that's like a toddler. Most High God says, slay them, right? But come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Right? So don't kill those women who are crying for the wickedness that's done in this place. Okay? And began at my sanctuary, and they began at the ancient men which were before the house, right? And the ancient men, that's talking about the elders, starting with the elders of Israel who do cry for the wickedness that's done in this place, who cry for the transgression that's done in this place, right? The Most High God, he hears it, he sees what's going on. He's not going to suffer. It's like the second Ezra chapter 15 verse 8. He said the souls of the just complain continually, man. He hears our cries. Right? When you read Revelation, it said, how long, O Father, shall we continue on in this wicked place and the heathen go on? Okay, and that's why you got a lot of our people who don't want to come back to the Lord, because they see that all hell is breaking loose still upon our people. We're still at low class, and like, how I'm supposed to come back to the Lord? I'm still low class. That's when faith comes in, man. You got to have that faith, brother. Let's get that in Hebrews. What is faith? It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right, so you can't be a seeing to believing Israelite. You can't say, oh, I believe in God because I seen him do this. No, you gotta have faith, right? Because we haven't even seen the works of the Most High God as our forefathers done. We didn't see the Red Sea, but we believe it happened. We didn't see Noah's Ark, but we believe it happened. Okay? And there is historical relics that you can find to prove the existence of the Most High God. You can actually go into the characters that's mentioned in the Bible, like you can go into Alexander the Greek. He's mentioned in the Apocrypha, the book of First Maccabees, and Antiochus the Philip the Macedonian. That's in the Apocrypha, right? And Antiochus Epiphanes is in the Apocrypha, Slavic, and they're all in the book of the Maccabees, the Greek captivity. Okay, and another thing, you Christians, y'all accept the Martin Luther tradition of teaching, the Edomite devil who should have touched our books. Instead, what did he do? He removed the Apocrypha because it exposed him and this other demonic